I'm Naomi, the Franchise Sales Assistant at Care Plus. I'm happy to be joined today by Darren, the Director of Regulated Services. We will be discussing the effect of COVID-19 and how franchising has been affected. And we will also be looking at how Care Plus has grown and developed through the current pandemic, not only as a business, but as a leading healthcare franchise in the UK. So, Darren, in your own words, how has franchising in the healthcare sector been affected by the COVID pandemic?
Franchising in the healthcare sector actually has performed really well throughout the pandemic situation, and that's a twofold situation. That's linked to the fact that who could have predicted that this is the world that we would be living in and operating in at the moment. But the very strength of franchising means that you are part of a network which shares a wealth of skills that are not just relevant to that sector. So part of the strength in a network is all of those skill sets and the depth of knowledge and experience that individuals bring to the franchise network. And that's something that we've always been very keen. Your skills are not left at the door as you begin your new life in franchising. So we tap into the experience that sits within our network, as well as the experience and knowledge that comes from us as a franchisor. And I think that's placed us very, very well here at Care Plus, and indeed the franchising sector across the healthcare industry. A lot of the decisions that we were making were made early on, before decisions were made to start locking businesses down. Care Plus took a lot of steps to make sure that not only were our staff and customers safe, but that our businesses were as much as possible COVID safe environments. And we took decisions before national lockdown where staff were switched where possible to work from home. We have two very clear sides to our business. We have home care and all of the diversified revenue streams that are associated with home care. And home care, aside from an initial three-month period where the movement or the free movement of people was stopped, home care actually is performing really, really well. And home care at the moment is now outperforming pre-pandemic levels of growth. In terms of our workforce solutions, which is essentially agency staffing, we've seen a huge impact at the beginning of the crisis. And the challenge there really again was about the free movement of agency staffing and the concerns that individual businesses would have for staff going into those premises. And that side of the business, whilst it was impacted quite severely for an initial period of 3 to 4 months, we've actually seen substantial bounce back. But again, that's the depth of our knowledge and experience in working with established businesses in that sector to try and protect those businesses. So we have switched to models where we are working with them on a much more pre-planned basis to ensure that there is good, strong continuity of staffing levels, to ensure that they are able to give their own staff a break whilst our staff go in for a pre-booked period of time. And working with businesses in that way not only provides reassurance for the business, but it provides reassurance for the customers and the families. And I think that's incredibly important.
Fantastic. And how has the pandemic shone a light on healthcare and our key workers?
The real focus around this pandemic has been on protecting key workers and thanking key workers and recognising key workers. I'm not 100% sure that the general public really truly understood before the pandemic what a key worker is. And a key worker is not just about being a healthcare worker. There are multitudes of individuals who keep our nation running day to day and facilitate everything that we need to do as individuals, who essentially can be deemed in some way, shape or form as key workers. But the real focus here has been on recognising just the lengths that individuals will go to support people who have challenging living situations, who have to go into people in situations where they are placing themselves potentially at risk. I think it really has shone a light on the whole industry sector to truly recognise all the good things that go on in this sector. All too often, the healthcare sector, and particularly the home care and the temporary staffing sectors, are subject to negative publicity, when in actual fact the vast majority of what goes on in these sectors is absolutely a force for good. And I think that there has been much more recognition on that. And I believe that coming out of the pandemic, that there is now a focused desire amongst the public to see much more positive reporting and to have much more positivity around the hard work that people are doing.
And in your own opinion, what does the future of franchising look like?
I believe the future of franchising is stronger than ever. More than ever coming out of the pandemic, what we're seeing is the requirement to have the backing and the appropriate levels of depth of skill, knowledge and experience in setting up your business. And that's what franchising brings. Franchising brings a fantastic opportunity for individuals who understand the nature of the sectors that they're going into, that they have a proven desire to work within that sector and to work with individuals. And franchising will always be the greatest step forward for someone to do that. Franchising is a great opportunity, as I said earlier on, to find yourself not only as an individual starting a new business, but to find yourself as an individual surrounded by a wealth of experience, skill and knowledge which can support to help you over some of those initial pitfalls and bumps that can occur in any business startup. But you're also then further backed by all of those individuals in your network that have done this before you have. All of those individuals that have had that lump sum or taken that risk on financially funding the startup of a new business. And this is about being surrounded by people who understand exactly what you're going through. They will share in your excitement, they'll share in your success, and they will help you, as will we, in those times that are challenging and times that are worrying. And I think more so than ever, the healthcare sector shines out as a real opportunity and underpinned really by a recognition that these are robust industry sectors. And whilst the rewards can take time to come, ultimately these are good, strong, healthy businesses that whilst they take time to build up, they are hugely rewarding, both personally and in terms of financially over longer periods of time. So I believe the healthcare sector within franchising is stronger than it's ever been. And I believe genuinely that we will come out of this pandemic situation, which we will at some point, and we'll continue to grow and continue to move forward.
Fantastic. So the company has gone through significant change and has had to diversify and adapt through the current pandemic. Since the pandemic began, Care Plus has added 6 new franchisees to its network. What has Care Plus done to remain at the forefront of the healthcare solutions within the UK?
The key point for me in everything you've just said is that Care Plus during the pandemic have completed on 6 franchise sales. And I think that shines a light not only on the commercial opportunity that sits within the Care Plus model, but it also demonstrates for me the due diligence that stands up throughout looking at a Care Plus model and looking at the commercial sustainability and viability of a Care Plus model. In this sector and in the healthcare sector, pre-pandemic, but during the pandemic and post-pandemic, it's more important than ever to look at the importance of multiple revenue streams. And when you are looking or considering any type of investment, what you're really looking for nowadays is how many revenue streams do you have the opportunity to open up. And as a business that's established for more than 30 years, Care Plus is a market leader in terms of offering specialist services and routes of diversification. And when I talk about routes of diversification, I'm talking about the fact that whilst you may start with a home care aspect to your business, you initially would be looking in the first 12 months at probably focusing on really good quality home care, building safer staffing structures, getting to know your staff team, understanding the strengths and the passions of those individuals that work for you. But then it's very much as you develop and you grow your business, understanding that Care Plus is a national brand, but it's a local business, and that's key to everything we do. And in understanding that, that's very much then about understanding what are the diversification or specialisation opportunities within your local area. And those may be through tendering for contracts, which we can assist and support with. Those may be through looking at working towards specific routes of diversification, such as supporting children and young people, or supporting in terms of mental health services or physical and sensory services. There are a multitude of routes of specialism that Care Plus businesses can go down that are, almost unlimited in terms of the support and direction that we can offer under the Care Plus umbrella. In terms of workforce solutions, what you're looking at there is it's about, again, opening up additional routes of revenue streams. So it's not just about providing healthcare assistants and nurses, it's about looking at the true scope and potential for the temporary staffing sector, but then also adding on the permanent staffing sector. So really the key thing when you're working with a franchisor like Care Plus is an understanding that we will always look at each and every opportunity that comes your way with the potential of, does it expand the model that we offer? Does it enhance the model that we offer? Does it sit alongside the model that we offer? And I think we have 30 years of experience at Care Plus in demonstrating that our model is infinitely expanding and has been throughout that 30-year period. And I, for one, certainly look forward to working with the 6 businesses that have just joined us, our extensive existing network of both company-owned businesses and franchises. And I think the future for Care Plus franchisees and franchising in general is as exciting, if not more, than it's ever been.
I couldn't agree more. And finally, Care Plus is both national and international, but more importantly, it's locally owned. What value does each franchisee bring to the company with local knowledge and passion for their personal community?
The answer to that question is it's priceless. It's impossible to put a value on the individual franchisee. Our brand, our business, our network is as strong as it is because of the individuals that we have. We don't seek, and we never seek as a franchisor, to engage with franchisees who are similar. We are looking for entrepreneurial spark. We are looking for those individuals who may have found that during the pandemic situation, let's just say they've been made redundant and they have a lump sum available to them, and they've decided that they want to expand and go in their own direction with a business opportunity such as Care Plus. And it may well be that whilst that person wants to be a business owner, that person wants to set up as an employer, as an individual, it may well be that they want to also have the safety, the security that comes with working with an established brand. That's the real opportunity franchising offers. But what we're looking for here at Care Plus is we're looking for individuals who have a helicopter ability to oversee a business. These businesses are not about coming in and rolling up your sleeves and providing care. These businesses are about engaging people with the skills and the knowledge or the ability to be trained to provide those services. Becoming a Care Plus franchisee is about having a desire. It's about having a passion. It's about having a dream and an aspiration to want to do something for yourself, to build a business that over the years will build into an extensively large operation that's multi-tiered, that has multiple revenue streams, that is tapping into various areas of the healthcare sector. But that's only going to happen and that's only going to work if you have a passion for people and if you truly want to be part of your community. These businesses start within the community and build within the community. They can't be built from behind a desk. They're not built from the other side of a phone. You have to want to be part of the local community. So we are looking for passionate individuals, individuals with great personalities and individuals ultimately who want to come in and take a helicopter overview to not only driving standards and quality, but in providing true customer experiences for all of those individuals that receive services, and most importantly of all, individuals who have a passion for making sure that our staff and our customers and all of those people who engage with us understand that we are Care Plus, the caring company.
I'm just going to throw one more question in there.
Okay.
If Care Plus was a biscuit, what biscuit would it be and why?
You've caught me out somewhat. If Care Plus was a biscuit, what biscuit would we be? Let me think. Having spent the last couple of years of my life on various diets, I don't eat a lot of biscuits. However, I think we would probably be something like a chocolate-coated hobnob. And that's literally around the fact that, you know, you have to be resilient to work in the healthcare sector. You have to be resilient and you have to have an inner toughness to maintain and operate with all the challenges and opportunities that come our way. But under that soft, sweet coating that is a robust structure, that is something you can really get your teeth into, and it's just a bit surprising and very enjoyable.
Great. It's my favourite biscuit as well.
There we go then.
Thank you very much, Darren.
Thank you, Naomi. I hope the information that you've received today is helpful in providing you with a better idea of the franchise opportunities that exist not only nationally with Care Plus, but across the franchise sector. If you would like more information, please contact us via the various links that are available today. And once again, on behalf of everybody at Care Plus, regardless of what decision you make, I would like to thank you for your time today in finding out more about our organisation. Care Plus is a forward-thinking organisation, and we are looking for forward-thinking, passionate individuals with the drive to succeed. If you think this could be you, speak to us today. Thank you, take care, stay safe.